what?
Say
What?
Say what?
Hello, lovelies. This is another version of our Say What segment. So today I kind of wanted to make it, I just wanted to make it a positive note. We need some inspiration right now, and I was watching Facebook Watch, and I saw this clip from Steve Harvey discussing the levels of faith and how hope can transition to faith. So I thought this would be a great clip to share. So just take a listen to this, and then I'll give you my opinion. All right.
Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Now, a lot of you have heard that scripture. Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. I've heard that so many times, but they never explained it to me at my mama's church. Listen to this. Faith is the substance of things hoped for. You know what that means? All faith is hard hoping. It just starts with hope. Remember when you was little and you hoped you got a bike for Christmas, and you went downstairs one year and you had the bike for Christmas? You remember when you hope you graduate from school and you mess around and you got a diploma? You remember when you hope you could find a job and you looked up and you got employed? When it's gonna strike a nerve in you that if you hope hard enough, that hope should transfer, if you get smart, into some form of faith. And you ought to start believing something now. If you hope hard enough, it usually comes true. Because it's really what faith is. Now hear the second part of that scripture. And the evidence of things not seen. This is the teaching moment. Your imagination, listen to this, is the evidence of things not seen. You know why they say it's the evidence of things not seen? Because you're the only one can see it. Can't nobody see your imagination but you. But God places your imagination in your head to show you a sign of a coming attraction He has for you. That's what your imagination is. Listen to me, young people. All this time you've been imagining stuff, that was God showing you a preview of a coming attraction He had for you. Now all this time you've been dreaming of stuff that everybody thought was crazy. It ain't crazy. That was God. He been talking to you your whole life. You know your problem with your imagination? You tell it to the wrong people. They gonna shoot it down. I told everybody, I'm gonna leave this city. I'm gonna be a superstar comedian. Everybody in Cleveland told me I was crazy. I couldn't get one person to support the dream except my daddy. My daddy, man, the only one said, boy, if you think you can make it, go on out there and get the scuffling. He the only one. My mother, she meant well. Boy, get a job like your brothers and just work and take care of your family. I ain't want that. I wanted something more. I wanted a big life. Because I was just tired of being poor. I don't know how poverty has affected you in your life, but I couldn't take it no more. I was sick of it. I just got tired of being poor. So all my family poor. At least if I go try to make it, I got a shot at something else. I had to leave. I had to take my oak tree seed out of Cleveland and put it on the road and start touring. That's what I did. See, I ain't telling you a theory. I'm telling you how it worked. But I had to take that seed. Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. You can't put an oak tree seed in a 2-foot pot and then turn around and expect that oak tree to be like the one out in the forest. It ain't gonna happen. So that says two things for you. You can either think your way out the pot so you can be the oak tree you're supposed to be, or you can take the seed and put it somewhere else. Now, them your options. But now, in order to exercise these options, you're gonna have to have a little bit of bravery. You're gonna have to have a little bit of faith. You're gonna have to not be scared to jump. Do that. Watch God change your life. Thank y'all.
I loved this passage. Like, I definitely love this passage. It's one of my favorite scriptures. If you're wondering what scripture he is referencing, it's Hebrews chapter 11, first verse. Faith is real important, but I like the fact that he broke it down and he started it with hope. It's the first step of having faith in anything is belief. And I love that he used that. I never heard it in that context before, which is why I really wanted to share that with you guys today, because I thought it was a pretty neat and different twist on that scripture. It's interesting that he used an acorn seed, and the Bible uses the mustard seed. And we know that the mustard seed is one of the smallest seeds, if the smallest, I'm not sure. And it grows into this huge plant. And it's just, even if you don't have the faith of an acorn seed, but just a small mustard seed, it can grow, it can blossom into something like phenomenal and huge beyond your imagination. I also like the fact that he used the word imaginations, because that's basically where a dream starts, right? Like you're laying in bed at night and this thing just is on your mind all the time. I know I feel like that when I have my mind on something and it's I really want it. I'm thinking of the micro steps it is to take it, how much energy it is to reach this goal, and that's all I think about. And then that hope grows, like, oh, okay, this looks feasible, especially when you're doing the research. And then when it transitions into faith, you're like, hey, I can do this. I can get this done. And you look up and it's bigger than you ever could imagine it to be. And I feel like that is where he was getting at with this. I don't know if you know Steve Harvey's backstory, but he was homeless. He was in a car, and like he said, he shared his dreams with people that were making it seem like it was impossible or that he was crazy. And of course, it's gonna sound crazy to other people, and I don't even think sometimes it's a hating thing. I just think that sometimes your people in your circle, especially your parents, they just don't want to see you fail. And that is a part of not having faith in the person, but it's also protecting them. Like, oh man, I don't know, especially being a comedian, I don't know if you want to go, that's a huge step to take. I don't know if you can do it. And that's where that hope and faith comes in, because you have to believe in you more than others believe in you. You have to step out on faith and share your dreams with God and see that it's in alignment with his purpose in your life. And when you find out it is, you go forth with it and allow him to pave the way. Allow his understanding to lead you and not to your own understanding, because when we lean to our own understanding, we can sometimes talk ourselves out of things. That's why it's good to write things down and things that you can do immediately. So immediately do them, because if the longer you wait to do it, I feel like the longer it takes you to get started. Getting started is probably one of the hardest steps when you want to achieve a goal. So if you want to start that business, the quickest thing for you to do is get that EIN number and then go from there, and then go from there and go from there. And getting the EIN number, I promise you, is a couple of clicks and you have that. Or get that trademark, a couple of clicks and you have that. Or to name that business, or if you're doing a nonprofit or a business, to get that mission statement out there, to reach out to people and consultants and research and learn. And that's what I've done with my blog and things that I do. Like, I'll research and then I just go for it. I didn't know anything about a website. I don't know anything about recording videos. I don't know any of these things about podcasting. I just researched and I researched and I researched, and I noticed my growth from then and now. And those are the things that keep me going and makes me go higher. Like, okay, I did this, so what's the next step? So I really enjoyed this video, and I hope that it inspired you as much as it inspired me. Just let me know what you thought about the video, and put your thoughts and put your thoughts into the comments. And until next time, don't forget to be your own kind.